All right, so you can see the walls are about a third of the way up now. What we've been doing is we'll put a pass log and we'll countersink the nails so that when I'm taking my chainsaw and I'm smoothing it out between the two layers to flatten out the gap as much as possible. That one's terrible, but thankfully that gap's getting cut out with the door. Most of our gaps aren't that bad. It's one bad one there, but you know, it's a log cabin. You're gonna have gaps. You're gonna have gaps. So what we'll do is we'll get our pass log up first, and then we take a butt log, or we'll get our two pass logs up, countersink them, nail them in, and then what I'll do is I'll take a butt log and I'll put it on here, touch the butt, and make sure the gap is how I like it. And then I'll come in and pound a bunch of nails on the surface. You can see on this one, you know, so you're supposed to put spikes every 4 to 6 feet. I've been putting them every 2 to 3. I like to overdo things, especially with wet white oak logs. And so this, we'll go ahead and spike it all down. Then we'll put the butt log up, and then we'll countersink its corners and nail it down. And then we'll put the pass log over it and then smooth it out. And then we'll go ahead and spike down the butt log. And the reason for that is so that I don't have to counter drill every single one. And the reason why we're counter drilling all of these is I'll show you. I wasn't thinking about keeping the logs plumb right there, so that's not plumb. So we're counter drilling the nails so that they go super deep into all 3 of these logs. So if this log decides it wants to pull out of this wall, it sure as heck can. It's first of all already nailed into the side. We've nailed in every single corner. And then I'll have, like 5 or 6 nails going all the way into that log, through that one and into that one. And then I'm going to take timber screws, and I'm going to throw in some timber screws here, straight in and into the logs below and above it. And then that ain't going nowhere. That certainly ain't going nowhere. And that has been the only big mistake on this cabin. And we're about to remedy it, and we've been getting it back on plumb. I've been using a plumb bob, hanging it on the center of the board and making sure it's kind of close to all the other centers. That's your plumb bob. It'll hang plumb with gravity. So the only other mistake that is easily made, right? So before we put in all these nails on the wall, we made sure that was a good fit. And what you'll do is you'll forget that you haven't fully finished nailing in the one below it, and then you'll go to nail in that one. Don't. Remove it, nail it all in, then put it back. That's the way I found best to do it.